What's up, guys? My name is KhaoticK. Back at you guys little one today. Hope you guys stay high, stay lifted. And I'm coming back at you guys with a combo review today. I got a good combo review video right now. So this combo review is going to be 1,4 BDO plus 5 MEO MIPT. And now this shit feels like fucking Molly, all right? It's actually not exactly like it, so don't quote me on that, but I would say that this is probably like the least toxic feeling combo that feels like MDMA the most like similar. So I'm going to get into the euphoria of that combination. Matter of fact, I am on it right now so I can go over the effects a little more realistically, and basically that's what I've been doing now. When I do substance reviews and combo reviews, I tend to be kind of on that substance. It gives me a good idea, obviously. And yeah, right now, I'm pretty much enjoying myself. So this feels like a low dose of MDMA. Like probably fucking 25 milligrams or some shit, 50 milligrams. But it's not really that, like, intense either. It's not even nowhere close to MDMA. But I would say the entactogen feeling, and because GHB kind of, is known as liquid ecstasy, that combination with the 5-MeO MIPT is also really godly. So this chemical is notorious for being kind of sexual. So honestly, right now, like, this feels like the sexual enhancement of MDMA as well because of the entactogenic similarities. So basically, everything feels really calm right now, right? So, like, I'm in a really good state, and my thoughts are flowing normally, nothing's really too crazy, 5-MeO MIPT combined with 1,4-butane is, pretty interesting because, like I said, this lasts a little longer. So 5-MeO MIPT and 1,4-BDO last about the same time. So yeah, one might last a little longer than the other. I think 1,4-BDO probably lasts a little longer than 5-MeO MIPT, but both are, around the same duration of length. So they are a good combo, okay? It's better than GHB and straight up GHB and 5-MeO MIPT because, GHB you'd have to redose to make it last as long as the psychedelic. But, like I said, I got the free base, so I can take both right at the same time. That 5-MeO MIPT will be vaped, right? And that will hit me instantly. And then I'll add the addition of the 1,4-BDO dose. And that's what I did today. So right now, I'm pretty damn happy, all right? I've been, just chilling out. And usually I'm fucking tired. So this actually helps boost my brain. It actually helps act kind of like an ADHD, man. I'm not going to be honest. Because of the tryptamine, it kind of makes you focus a bit. I'm not even going to lie. 4-ACO DMT has a brain boosting effect, almost like a nootropic effect, so it makes sense. It feels like a nootropic right now, But I did take a caffeine pill too, so that's also why I'm feeling this. But it is pretty stimulating, It's kind of like 5-MeO DMT. The 5-MeOs are pretty stimulating, I would say. And, I have yet to try 5-MeO DIPT, which is Foxy. So what I'm on right now is Moxie, which is 5-MeO MIPT. So I want to try 5-MeO DIPT. And I might, soon make a Foxy and Moxie combo review. So, yeah, leave down in the comments if you want to see that. But anyways, so about the 1,4-BDO. So this stuff converts into GHB in your liver. So it's about like an hour or two of kicking in. And it takes time for it to convert into GHB in your liver, like I said. And it just starts hitting you, right? Because, like I said, I have the freebase form of it. So this kind of form of it, it's best vaped. It's actually, I think, even more potent vaped than oral, which is really crazy to say. Oral is supposed to be stronger. And I've taken oral 5-MeO MIPT about 3 years ago, and that was stronger than vaping it, but this time it's the other way around. So I find that pretty damn interesting. So I would say the freebase form of a chemical, just go to vape it, don't even eat it because, it's kind of meant to be vaped, when it's freebase, like crack or, just, freebase chemicals, they are what they are. And they're not the hydrochloride salt. And hydrochloride is actually more meant for oral dosing and also nasal because of the way it absorbs into the water in your body. So basically, they're more water soluble. And yeah, when it's a freebase, it's more, lung soluble, I guess, if that makes sense. But it's also, gonna go into your fat tissues, your water, your water soluble fat tissues. So that's also where it goes to. It binds really quickly to your receptors in your brain, like almost instantly. Okay, it's basically like vaping 5-MeO DMT. You're gonna start tripping almost instantly. But if you really love psychedelics, that's not really a problem. But if you have anxiety, be prepared. You just gotta be prepared for it to, maybe make you a little weird. Like, I don't know how you react to psychedelics. It's up to you, but I would say it has pretty much all the same tryptamine kind of side effects, I guess you could say. They're not really bad side effects. They're just psychedelic side effects, But it all depends on your state of being, most importantly. So I wouldn't go trying this combo if you aren't used to 5-MeO MIPT or 1,4-BDO by itself. So don't do it by itself. But I would say this combo does remove that anxiety that you would feel on 5-MeO MIPT. Fast it hits you, so if you vape it, it's gonna kind of cause a little more tension, than normal. But I would say Moxie is really comfortable feeling. Like, I'm surprised how comfortable the feeling it is. It's actually a little more easygoing than 4-ACO DMT mental headspace. So what that means is that it's just not that ego dissolving as 4-ACO DMT, but it can be in on the right dose. So be careful. Don't take too much of it, all right? But I'm talking about in low dose. It's just not as potent as 4-ACO DMT, obviously. 4-ACO DMT has way more of a headspace. And it's just, 5-MeO MIPT is generally mostly an entactogen. It doesn't have too many psychedelic visuals. And because of that, it's a little more like 2CB. So it's a little less anxiety inducing, I would say. But because it is a psychedelic, gotta keep the same harm reduction in mind. Don't be taking it anywhere you're not used to going. You want to be comfortable in yourself. You don't want to be taking psychedelics when you're not comfortable. Like I said, if you're taking this combo just to remove the edge of 5-MeO MIPT, don't do it the first time. I would say get used to the chemical first. But it's up to you. If you want to, go ahead. Doesn't really matter. I would say. But it's a good combo nonetheless, okay? But yeah, keep to the same harm reduction. I would say for 1,4-BDO as well, don't redose this stuff, okay? So just take the dose, wait for it to kick in, wait 3 hours at least, 3 to 4 hours, and then maybe see about redosing. But I would say just don't redose on this shit, because if you redose, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to be either knocked out or extremely tired and sedated. So the dose knockout ratio is pretty high with 1,4-BDO, because I think 1 milliliter is about 1.5 grams of GHB. So if you take 2, that's like 3 grams of GHB equivalent. And it's just not that, safe to freaking just be redosing. And, you got to be careful with that, okay? You really have to be careful with redosing that stuff. Okay, GHB is a little more forgiving, but at the same time, both of them, it's not really good to redose them like so soon, You got to wait a few hours before even attempting that, okay? Before even thinking you want to do it, because just, you don't want to have that urge to redose, because this is like a benzo. If you take another benzo after taking one, you know what's going to happen, man. So just be careful. I'm really trying to look out for y'all. And, based on experience, this shit literally just knocked me out last night. So, it's the weekend right now. I'm taking this stuff in place of alcohol. I don't like alcohol, so I don't even like taking benzos anymore. So this stuff is not that addicting, surprisingly, and I can easily stop it. Like, I literally had like almost a whole week off twice. So right now, like, I don't do it every day. I just do it on the weekend now. And yeah, I would say it's just, I don't know what it is about it, but it's just not as addicting for my chemistry, at least. So at least it's a little more compatible with my chemistry. And really, it's the same reason why I used to take benzos, is because of the muscle tension. I really never ever took benzos because of anxiety. It was always because of that muscle tension, man. So yeah, that shit's enough to even cause anxiety. Matter of fact, muscle tension, because you feel like just uncomfortable in your skin, in your body. And like, say if you want to go out, man, you're kind of fucked, because it just doesn't feel good. You don't feel right, and you don't feel happy because you're over there dealing with a bunch of pain. But if you take a heavy ass, benzo, the potency of that, it's gonna muscle relax the hell out of you. Anything GABA related, so gabapentin, even pregabalin, all those, they do, all have a muscle relaxing effect. Yeah, it's for nerve problems and pain, and That's basically the same as muscle tension, and it can have the same effect. I really think I have potentially fibromyalgia sometimes because of, I have in my genetics, and it makes sense that it'd probably come out. And, I work out a lot more than the general person, so I would say it definitely causes, a lot of that. So, yeah, it really helps out with that, I would say 5-MeO-MIPT is a little tension inducing, it's like a psychedelic. It is a psychedelic, but it doesn't have as much of a tension-induced panic attack, kind of like a negative emotion. It doesn't induce any of that because I used to get that on psychedelics, like the Poan-ass ones, fucking real shrooms and, LSD. Like those can make you have a bad trip because of the way you feel. But with 5-MeO-MIPT, it's a little more happy feeling. You're not going to be as scared. It's a little more comfortable, like I said. And it's a really, really potent entactogen. And usually entactogens have a sexual enhancing effect. So honestly, this is a good drug to do with a girl. It's a good time to take with your significant other. And if you really want to try it out, you guys should try it out. It's fun. But, it's really sensual feeling and it enhances it a lot. You'd be surprised. Your thoughts, your brain seems to be pretty heavy on your serotonin in a weird kind of way, like a psychedelic way. It doesn't release serotonin. I mean, it obviously does, I think, the reuptake. It's not like MDMA where it completely reuptakes serotonin and it releases it. It just kind of mimics serotonin. That's all it does. It doesn't release it. So all it does is mimic serotonin. But I think with the pharmacology of it, it just, it works a little harder on your serotonin receptors and it like almost re-sparks them. So say if you abused MDMA, because I would be the prime subject for this experiment, whether this really uplifts your serotonin neurons. It almost feels like it turns on your serotonin neurons, and that's pretty damn interesting, I would say. So it does have that effect right there. That and 4-ACO-DMT, taking that stuff therapeutically, oh man, you're never going to be depressed again. Like, I haven't been a low mood in a while. It's only like what stress does. The only low mood I've been getting is a bunch of caffeine-induced come-down shit. So I don't have a genuine low mood anymore. And I can easily, vape this stuff, boost my brain back into order. And, because this world is not getting any easier. It just really helps to do that stuff when you have the time. You got to make time for this stuff sometimes. Sometimes your life is just too busy and you really got to, balance all it out. And that's why I just do psychedelics pretty much on the weekend now. I was just doing nitrous all week and shit. Nitrous is a really good combo with 5-MeO-MIPT. I have another combo review coming out of that, later. But all good combos, all right? I was literally taking nitrous with the 1,4-BDO and then 5-MeO-MIPT all together. That shit was bomb, all right? The nitrous, enhanced everything. It made the fucking sound so, vivid and just loud and encapsulating and surrounding. It's really interesting how it increases your perception of sound in that regard. Nitrous, it's not like other dissociatives where it doesn't really increase the sound. It kind of muffles it a bit and maybe makes it a little psychedelic. It's not like that at all. It actually really enhances stuff, and it's really interesting. So it's a really good combo to do with 5-MeO-MIPT because that also increases your perception of sound. Really similar, almost like MDMA, but except MDMA is probably a little more better, obviously, because of that amphetamine. Anyways, so if you're looking to try this combo, you heard it from me, man. It's lit, all right? It's 10 out of 10 for me. It is, pretty much what I'd be doing right now. When I take 1,4-BDO, it's just kind of boring by itself, so I'd rather just take a psychedelic with it. It's a real good combo. Pretty much any psychedelic goes well with 1,4-butane dial, and yeah, that's the correct way to say it as well. Yeah, people got their judgments and opinions on the internet, but sometimes they're unneeded, so I just don't understand. Back to the video. So yeah, 1,4-BDO is awesome, man. So just check it out. Do it some time, and you'll enjoy it. 5-MeO-MIPT and 1,4-BDO is going to be, a really good combination for a party in place of alcohol and MDMA or anything that cocaine even. It's just not really, toxic unless you're doing it every day, obviously. Really anything every day, even weed. I'll be honest, sometimes that shit does kind of leave you with a lot of brain fog, and that's basically the neurotoxicity. But other than that, pick your vices right, man. don't be abusing anything. All right, keep the same harm reduction you use with any substance, because yeah, you shouldn't change that with any substance. All substances should be treated the same, okay, for you to survive. All right, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys stay high, stay lifted. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, this VR gameplay of Iron Man VR. So this was pretty fun. I played this back, earlier this year, and I thought I included. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. Peace out. To the next time.